I'm quitting as a firstborn daughter who grew up poor and also pays black tax. Number one, wanting to save everyone in my family. For the longest time, I had one goal and one goal only, which was to get rich and fix everything in my family. I wanted a do-over in life. Like, I could not believe the life we were handed, and I wanted a do-over. I wanted to fix the trauma, the debt, the lack of money, everything that we lacked. I really wanted to fix that. And while that may have been a noble intention, it turned me into a walking wallet, a walking resource. That was all I was. And my value was tied to what I could give. So whenever I could not provide anything, my value went from 100 to 0. And that feeling sucks. Because parents treat you like shit, especially if they were depending on you financially and now you're unable to provide. My mom would talk down to me so much whenever I could not provide, and every single time I would tell myself, Nitashika Maskio, I will learn my fucking lesson. It took me 4 whole years to learn that lesson. One particular memory that haunts me to date is the fact that I once willingly took my mom to the bank so that we can withdraw my salary together. Not only did we withdraw it together, we took it back home and we planned for it, for everything. Not going to that day, I felt so important. I was a very important figure in my family. But let me tell you, mine the day I quit my job, I became the most useless member of the family. Anyway, if this video is useful, let me know. And if you're a firstborn daughter, let me know what are you quitting as well, because I need to add more things to my list. Sawa.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. So we're going to be checking out some videos on generally being a firstborn child in African household, or maybe in different households. It doesn't matter where you're from. I feel like those experiences are kind of some things that some people have experienced, but we're going to specifically focus on African households. I'm going to be checking out this video, but the conversation is literally going to be about being a firstborn and how you make a lot of sacrifice. We do know that generally a lot of firstborn have this like responsibility in their heart where they feel like they need to watch out for the family, they need to look out for the family. We're forced to be adults really at an early age. Like when they were little, they had to fend for their siblings, and especially daughters had to do that more, where they had to like take care of everything, do chores. Never had the chance to be a child because you have all the siblings you have to take care of, have all these responsibilities to, you know, want to work hard. Let's say you grow up in a family where you guys don't really have money. You have a lot of firstborn daughters or sons who actually need to go and work hard and sacrifice all their money to their siblings. And then at the end of the day, you turn around and you're like, do you guys have my back? God bless you for all your hard work and the sacrifices you've made for your family. But I feel like there's a thing or two that you could learn from this video and people's experience. So we're going to be checking out this video and see what these firstborns are going through and what they are learning. Before we get right into this video, please make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm. Let's get right into this video.
I moved from Italy to the UK in 2005. I came abroad at a very, very young age, and all I do is work just for my family. I come from a family of 6 siblings. I'm the first daughter of my family, and I have always had that guts in me to take care of my family. I want everybody to be successful. I never put in a single effort to be in a relationship, to give any man a chance. All I do was work. I was moving from shift to shift. I was practically exhausting myself for years just because of my family. I'm 46 years old and I am not married. And I am just getting to find out in my late 40s that it was not worth it. Everything I did for my family did not appreciate it. At first, I thought they appreciated it because of all the thank you, God bless you I used to get. I recently lost my father in December 2024. So we fixed his burial for March 2025 and we started preparing. At this point, all my younger ones are married. Everybody is doing very well. So the burial date was set and everything. We started contributing money. I was proud of myself for setting up my family. Even some of them are abroad. But I was not fulfilled because I'm single without a man. So I came to Nigeria after the burial and everything. My uncle said that they need to take us around to where my father's lands were. At first, I didn't know that my father had so many lands until he died. And it was a lot. And there's a particular land that I liked. It has a lot of palm nuts in it. It's like a palm nut plantation. And I didn't even know that my father had this. This is nice. I like this place. So after showing us everything, we go back to the house and I was telling my brothers, I said, I beg, all this land they show us, Mona carry everything. I don't want. Mona just leave that plantation for me. Personally, I don't even have any business in Nigeria. Let me just be doing that one since you people are here to be monitoring it for me. My younger brother said no, that I cannot have that that land, though, that he has been the one cultivating it and giving the money to my father. He has been the one taking care of it. It's only natural that he continues from where he stopped. You have every other one. I open business for you. The least you can do is still give me this one. He said never. I said okay. I wanted to actually forget about the whole land, but I said let me even see the extent that this my brothers will let me see how many of my family members will actually support me for all I've done for them. So I told my mom and sisters, I said, see what me and my brothers are discussing. I want this particular land. They should leave it for me. My mother said they cannot leave it for me, that I am not married. I don't have a say in whatever property that they are sharing. If I had a husband now, a crown over my head, I have a say. As far as I'm not married, my younger brother is now my father. I'm like, are you serious? For a piece of land? Is this what all of you are saying? My sisters, everybody. After all, I'm not in the country. I can't just come from nowhere. That's the statement that got me pissed. I can't just come from nowhere and come and carry the best out of all the land. This is somebody I sponsored her wedding. I practically paid for her honeymoon in Lagos with her husband. Said I cannot come from nowhere and come and take the land that her brother has been working. As if I'm not part of the family. Throughout that night, I could not sleep. The only people that supported me in this matter is two of my uncles. Two of my uncles that have never gotten a penny from me. It was like, you leave this thing now. We all know that it is your sister that has been taking care of this family. Why can't you leave this particular land? Okay, the better thing, share it. You can take a little part, let her take the remaining parts. They said never. So I gave up the land. I told my mother, I told everybody in that meeting that since this is how my family is going to turn against me, I'll never come back to this country and I'll never speak to any of them again. They say, if you like, get out. They spoke to me as if I don't matter, as if I have never done anything for that family. I cried. I couldn't take it anymore. I packed my things. I went to Lagos. I stayed till the time for me to leave. From March till now, I have never spoken to my mother, my brothers, nobody. I kept to my word. You know the funny thing? None of them has even tried to. Not even our last born that I single-handedly sponsored to know. All those things I did was in vain. I am 46 and single and lonely. My family did not value anything I did for them. You are in the UK, you are in Italy. Think of yourself first, because sometimes your family will not value you.
I've never needed black girls to teach me how to be selfish than today. I've never needed black firstborn daughters to teach me how to be selfish than today, because I really need to learn how to put myself first. Right now, I am obliged to finance my baby sister's first baby's birthday party, and because I asked my mom if it's fair for me to throw someone else's child a birthday party, she is now upset at me. Like, she's very upset at me, and she keeps saying that it's as good as my own baby. There's no difference in that. As the great aunt of the baby, like, I'm obliged to do this. I need you guys to teach me. I need you guys to teach me how to be very selfish. I need you guys to teach me how to say no to my mom. I need you guys to teach me, because she told me this and I indulged her, and I kept quiet and I didn't say anything. And my plan was to keep quiet about it and hope that they forget about it, but they didn't. The party is happening. I have to finance the party. On top of the party happening, she came back to tell me that I have to throw a ceremony for myself, to thank the ancestors for the job that I have and everything that I have in life. Not part of the plan, not part of the budget. I haven't even started saving for that, right? I have my own plans this year. Things that I want to do, things that I want to achieve. I want to get a car. I want to move to a bigger space. I also have a birthday trip happening in September. The same month, the birthday party and the ceremony supposedly have to happen. On top of that, this is the same person that wants me to buy her a house. And although I hear all that chat, because we've never had a home, right? And that's like the grand scheme of things. That's like the bigger picture of everything. That's the reason why I work so hard, so that I can have a home. You know, if all fails, I know I can go back to somewhere I can call home. But like, Hey guys, hey. Well, like, teach me your ways. Teach me your ways.
Yo, okay, I did not expect that to blow up. The comment sections are going crazy, and I hear you guys, I hear you. Yo, Nyanizwa louder than I've ever heard anybody or any advice before. And that is Kalasbanini. It's Kalasbanini as firstborn daughters in the Black household. Right now, nothing is happening. After the phone call, she hung up. I never called back. I'll probably get like silent treatment. I don't live at home, so I only see them month end. And funny thing is that first thing I do every month on payday, I'm at home. Without fail, I'm at home. I am at home and doing groceries, making sure that everything is taken care of. And the funny thing is that she would always make me feel like I wasn't doing enough. Like, she still does it. Like, oh, like, just because you buy me this food. Oh, you know, like, you're just doing this. Like, when I used to. And I'm just thinking that, babes, the cost of living, when you used to have the power to buy yourself these, is different to the cost of living now. It's a lot of money. Like, buying groceries feels like I need a support group because I still have to feed myself as well. So, Skala Spanini. And the funny thing is that that's like the tip of the iceberg. Like, that's like the tip of the iceberg. Like, that's also, I feel like in the ninja, like it feels like it's the smallest thing they've ever done to me. Because Zini, how I moved out of home, like my relationship, the things I had to go through, Jay. And the same question of, if I were to have a child after throwing that party, would they throw the party for me? Would my mom ask my baby sister to throw my child a party? Would they contribute anything? Like, would they do anything for me? Even if I get in trouble right now, nobody's going to bail me out. It's even worse. If there's nobody. There's no one. I don't have anybody. I'm just on my own. And when I say this thing, that's he. You name Kulumo, or like I've started, I talk too much, all those things. And sometimes you get to a point where you just defeated. You don't know what to do with the resentment as well, because I am so resentful. I'm so resentful because I just feel like everybody is undeserving of me, basically. Nobody ever bothered with my own future. I had to fight. Nobody ever bothered. Nobody ever bothered to say, I'm going to fight so hard for you to even get the education that you need. Like I said, tip of the iceberg, you get to a point where you also fed up. You get to a point where you drive yourself so insane to the point that you don't know what to do. Thank you guys for the advices. I hear you. I see them. It's a lot of them. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you a lot. Also,
your siblings are not your full responsibility. You only help if you have. If you don't have, relax. There is an age my parents will reach and okay, it's now time for all of us to start taking care of them. You are the first daughter. You are training the 6 siblings inside school. From which salary? They are indirectly pushing you into prostitution. You should reject it. How can they give birth to 8 children? They did not train anyone. And they're expecting you as the first daughter to train them. Are they okay? Parents in the house, be very careful. That I'm a first child does not mean I should be the one, especially when they're still alive, healthy and hearty to do something. My father said he wants to renovate his house. Do you have job? This is the reason why many youths are under pressure, because Because our parents wants to reap when it's not time for them to start reaping. Why are you prostituting? My mother, my father does not have. My father is suffering in the village. My mother, the people, other people in the village, are they better than them? Go and look at some lazy fathers. They are the ones that don't care about the joy of their children in marriage. He has money, go where? He will take care of you. Because you as a father, you failed. There are some people in marriages that are crying, Mommy, I'm dying here. Mommy said, don't come out, oh. Don't come out, oh. Stay there, oh. Stay there, oh. He is giving us money every month. My Oga Buchioni, my one and only in-law, and they will give your mother 200,000. But you are dying. They don't want to speak up and told your husband to order so that he won't stop giving them money. If they talk now, hey, he will not give us again. Parents in the house, be very careful. From the onset, let your children's husband or their wife know who you are. That you can't be bought by material things. The joy of my child is better than silver and gold.
It's so sad for the fact that I've noticed that a lot of people who do not really show much care for family or even like them, like some extent, some of this ungrateful family, or just live a nonchalant free life where they're like not really actually putting too much sacrifice into the family. They're the ones who are actually liked and loved, but then the ones who are putting in so much sacrifice, trying to do their best to actually make sure that they please, putting blood and sweat into hard work just to make sure that they appease the family and make sure that everybody's happy. Those are the ones that actually tend to always suffer. Those are the ones that tend to be treated as if they are not even family, but every time they're actually in their pockets, they're trying to take the money from them, they're trying to take everything from them, and that is so sad. I know everybody is different family are there are different families. There are some that appreciate all the effort of their firstborns. They don't really have a problem with that. They would really appreciate it. They actually love that the person is making those sacrifices for them. They actually see them, they actually know their worth. But there are those people who do not actually see the worth of those people working hard for them, trying to make sure that they are happy, who are making sacrifices for them. And personally, for me, honestly, I would be so quick to cut the person off. Like, if you guys can treat me this way, especially the girl who was talking about the land, like you did all that for them and they're talking about, oh, they're not going to leave the land for her. That's just ridiculous. I feel like all you're going to be living with is a strong regret. Like, you'll be regretting all the sacrifices you've made. You'll be regretting everything. But the best thing you can do is just cut them off. Because I would just be grateful that at least I got the chance to actually see what you guys are like and see that you guys are not worth nothing. And I feel so sorry for a lot of firstborn daughters who mothers and fathers just treated you like maybe you're just somebody, they don't see you like a child. They just see you as somebody who is supposed to be an assistant to them. And not even an assistant, they actually turn you to the parents. Like, you become the parents of all of them and they become children to you, depending on you to actually help them. And it sucks. Like, is it supposed to be a blessing if you have older siblings? You need to show them love because all they know, a lot of them in their life, is just to keep working hard, putting a lot of pressure on themselves and trying to make sure that they actually try to please and help everybody in the home. And I feel like they need to be shown so much love and so much grace because they are actually pressurizing themselves a lot.
So it's come to my attention that a few of my paternal cousins, older cousins, want to reconnect and reach out to the family member that I disowned in 2023. And I don't know whether to laugh or cry. And I also feel like I'm going to have to unpause therapy to deal with this because genuinely I am fucking confused. Now, up until I disowned this family member in 2023, he was my biological male sibling. But now I refer to him as the spawn of Satan. I love my dad's side of the family very much. And one of the things that they value above all else is family. I value family too, but I also value self-love, self-respect, and protecting yourself. I have no issues with my cousins, my aunties, and my uncles on my dad's side wanting to reach out to the spawn of Satan and tell him that, hey, we're here for you, we love you. That's okay. But the expectation of me to forgive, to forget, I was literally asked to show him grace and move on from what happened. It's never going to happen. I'm taking this to the grave. I'd rather chew glass. I'd rather literally attend a prayer meeting hosted by Pastor Jerry Eze than forgive and forget. I literally would rather reconvert to Christianity than forgive and forget. It's never going to happen. The issue is that my cousins were not there when I was on the receiving end of all the violence and anger and rage. My cousins were not there when I was getting slapped around in the house. My cousins were not there when his mother would be encouraging him to put hands on the women in the family. My cousins were not there. My cousins were not there when I had to escape from home 4 months after my dad died. My cousins were not there when that boy threatened to kill me and said nobody will know, and he meant it. And really and truly, nobody would have fucking known if that boy killed me. My cousins were not there when that boy cocked his fist to punch me in the face. They were not there. My cousins were not there when that boy drugged me a few weeks after my father died so him and his mother could take over the estate. I was sedated. I couldn't tell night from day. And they were moving, doing things behind my back because they knew that if I was in my right mind, there is no fucking way I would not have been an administrator on that estate. I was the one who took care of my dad. While that boy and his mother neglected him, I should show him grace. It's not possible. It's not possible. My cousins were not there when Ozzy Etomi sent people to tell me that the spawn of Satan had done some fuck shit in public in 2023. My cousins were not there when people went online to call me out of my name and accuse me of things that I didn't do. My cousins were not there when I took that long 40-minute walk from Raymond Njoku to Lekki Koyi Bridge to jump. Where were they? They were not there. They were not there when I almost jumped off Lekki Koyi Bridge. They were not there. My cousins were not there when I was alone, depressed, suicidal. My friends were keeping their distance from me. My cousins were not there. My cousins were not there when the spawn of Satan went on the internet to lie and deny the abuse. I'm talking years of abuse. My cousins were not there. They didn't have to deal with it. I was the one that had to deal with it. I was the one that had to chop it. If you go on Twitter right now and you search my name, Lady K, right now, and you search my former name, you will see people insulting me and calling me out of my name. It's me that had to chop it. My cousins were not there to pick up the pieces. I had to do it with the help of a few friends. And I should have grace for that fucking degenerate. It's not possible. My cousins are adults and they have the free will to do whatever it is that they want to do. At the end of the day, they were not on the receiving end of the violence, the bullying, the name calling, the verbal abuse, the physical abuse. They were not on the receiving end. I was. It was not their name that was dragged on the internet, still being dragged. It was my name. It was not them that lost opportunities because of the actions of another person. It was me. So I am well within my rights to say, fuck no. So when he decides to do some fuck shit again in the future and Ozzy Etomi or another person is looking to drag his name through the mud, they will not find me. They can go and meet his cousins. They can go and meet the women who are accepting money from him on Instagram. They can go and meet the men who are caping for him and saying how brilliant he is and how much they like his opinions, because I'm not going to be around for that bullshit. 2023 was the last straw. That was the last time for me. I have no time for that anymore. I don't care if I come across as cold or cold-hearted or angry. Anger is actually a really useful emotion. It's just what you do with it that matters. But at the end of the day, when I escaped from home and I had to go and live in a one-studio apartment while I was grieving my dad, I know the people that were there for me. I know the people that laughed at me. I know the people that mocked me. I know the people that treated me like shit. I remember all the guys who were trying to sleep with me while I was depressed and vulnerable. I will never forget. Have I healed? Absolutely. But I will never forget what that boy and his mother did to me. And anybody who wants to show them love, show them care, laugh at his jokes, collect money from him, all the best to them. But when that boy does some fuck shit again, oh, I have messages and I have names and I'm going to drop them. I'm not protecting anybody anymore.
I really hate all these excuses that is being made every single time that people actually bring up. Like maybe when one family member is annoyed or tired of everything that the family does and they really want to cut them off, the first thing you keep hearing is, oh my God, don't do that. This person actually did something really, really wrong to you. You shouldn't do that because we're family. Family shouldn't do that. Your mental health is really very important. Say because your family, you're not allowed to go and report some people, actually get them locked up. You're not allowed to do this. They're allowed to do everything possible to you to harm you and annoy you and actually cheat you, do all sort of things to break your heart, but you are not allowed to actually respond, be angry, cut them off. They'll tell you, well, we're family, but why didn't you talk to the person who was actually doing that person wrong? Like, why didn't you tell them that you're family and they shouldn't treat that person that way, the way they decide to treat them badly? Like, why aren't you stopping the bad behavior or the bad treatments before it happens, you rather stop the person from punishing the person who did them wrong. That's why we have an increased number of firstborn daughters who absolutely do not love the idea of having kids, because they had to take care of kids their whole life. They had to be parents already to their family. They were literally parents. I tell you, I can't count the number of firstborn daughters that I've encountered from different cultural backgrounds that literally said they do not want any kids because they had to deal with kids their whole life, and they really do not have an identity of themselves because they had to do everything for everyone else but themselves. I just hope for every firstborn daughter, I hope you know that you're sane. I hope that you take some time for yourself to actually put yourself first. I hope you take some time for yourself to actually be emotional, because you're allowed to actually let out your emotions. You're allowed to feel how you feel. You're allowed to actually express yourself. And I hope that a lot of you actually find or get the opportunities to actually be children again, like to just, let your inner child feel fulfilled, be able to like do all those things that you never had the chance to do because they put so much pressure and responsibility on you at a very early stage. I really hope that you get to find peace. I hope you find a community of people that actually let you just be a person without having expectations for you, without setting like a long bar, if needing anything from you. I hope you find people who actually pour into you too, as much as you've poured into a lot of people your whole life. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end, and I really appreciate you. Please make sure you click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I really appreciate that, and I would love to see what you think about this video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.